All right, there we go. Hit record. So last week I touched a little bit on launching in the UK, and for everybody that is just joining us, and maybe you're not familiar, maybe you're a new coach and you don't know what that means. It means that we have not launched we are only in Canada and the US right now. We're not anywhere else in the world, okay? But October 21st, we are opening up to a brand new country. So over there is like a untapped market. So if you know anybody in the UK, you need to be connecting with them. You need to be letting them know the opportunity that's coming, and you need to be sharing with them our coaching sneak peeks. So I'm going to be getting into a little bit of that in our presentation. And guys, bear with me just a second. Hi Chantel, I just saw you hopped on. I didn't test my presentation, so let's just see if I can bring it up here. Okay. I think it's going to work. Okay. So I'm not going to get to like recognition and that sort of stuff tonight because I want to make sure I maximize the 30 minutes, and I'm doing recognition like crazy now. You guys are killing it. You guys deserve it. We do have some rank advancements coming up this week that I already know about. There's some people that are rank advancing. So congratulations to you guys. I don't want to say anything yet because you'll be getting some recognition on Thursday. So if anybody has any new questions about the new coach training that I just launched, please send me a message. Or if you go through it and you have any feedback, if you're like, Michelle, this sucks, send me a message. If you think it's great, send me a message. I'll take any feedback, any way, shape, or form. So I'm going to go ahead and screen share. Okay, let's put it on here. Just bear with me here a second. There we go. Okay, can somebody unmute themselves and just let me know if you can see this?
I just see your Zoom screen.
You just see my Zoom screen. All right.
I'll zoom up, yeah.
Okay, what about now?
No, but maybe somebody else can.
No? Okay, stop share. The joys of oh, there we go. Okay, I think I got it figured out. What about now?
Yeah, that's
all right.
Beautiful.
In case anybody's wondering, canva.com has presentations. You just gotta put your info in. So super easy way to do it. I did this in Canva. All right, let's see. I'll just go like this. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we're launching October 21st in the UK. Okay, guys, so did you know, some people are like, all right, but how big is it? Okay, so I used Canada because Canada is obviously smaller than the US, but there is 60 million people in the UK. And Canada only has 30 million. So now if you think about that, that's double the population, obviously, but think of the opportunity for growth with the UK, right? And they say, like I shared in my video today, that it only takes, talking with corporate, they said to me, it takes 3 to 5 people to build yourself a 6-figure business, right? And so they can be anywhere, Canada, US, UK, and plus the UK is working as a stepping stone to all of Europe is what's going to happen. So as soon as the UK opens up, you're going to see, I don't want to give timelines because corporate hasn't given any specific timelines. They just said there's some big things coming within the next year. So, but it's going to work as a stepping stone to all of Europe. So Chris has a lot of family in Holland, and you better believe we're going to be forming some relationships, eh? Yep, we're going to be, we already have the relationships. They had already messaged me when I first became a coach about signing up, but I was like, sorry. So it's going to be, and then they're going to be opening up to New Zealand and Australia. And it's just, honestly, the funnel is just going to become so big. There is an incredible amount of opportunity coming up with us. So guys, if you're in this business, right now where you are, you're in it before all of this happens. And what you know, if you think about it, anybody that signs up after you, like for example, Andrea or Glenda, I'll use as an example, anybody that's like on their team, and then now we're opening up into the UK and any point going forward, like Europe and Australia and all that, our team is going to catapult and just get bigger. And you might not know anything about volume right now, but it's just going to funnel up to you. So just stay the course, trust the process, dig into the team training, and start working those 4 vital behaviors and the practices I'm going to give you here tonight. And this is going to start to set your business up for the ultimate launch for in the UK, okay? So it's the second largest, so the UK is the second largest market in the world for health and fitness. Yes, there's a couple of companies over there right now, but Beachbody is huge already in the UK because Beachbody On Demand is already over there. I'm going to give you guys the link because you can already be maximizing the opportunity with using the Beachbody On Demand link for the UK. I'll explain a little bit more about that going forward, but they're huge Shaun T lovers over there, okay? And with Beachbody On Demand, we have Shaun Week. So you can take Shaun Week and run a free group. They can sign up for free using Beachbody On Demand UK, and then they can do Shaun Week with you. Fitness, nutrition, get them some results. It's going to build that relationship, and then it's just going to be a natural progression into either a challenge group as soon as we launch or signing as a coach, right? So I already explained that. It's our launching pad into Europe. I'm so excited for that. Okay, so let's chat game plan. So if we talk, I'm just wondering, I'm going to skip to the next one. Let's talk game plan after. Let's talk about how to find prospects first. That makes more sense. I should have reversed those. If you guys have any questions along the way, just unmute yourself as well and just pop in, interrupt me. Okay, so how to find prospects. So we've got Instagram, guys, and there's 2 ways to search for people. So there's hashtags. You can search hashtags, but I'm not sure if I shared with you guys. I popped in like last week and did a UK video, and I completely forgot to share this part of the video. But basically, to search by location. So for example, one thing I did was I went onto my Google Maps, okay? And if you type in like a place in the UK, you know, for example, it could be anything. Like I typed in United Kingdom zoos, okay? Because if I think of my avatar, I'm a mom, I have a little one, he loves zoos. So what are some popular zoos in the United Kingdom? And one that came up that I searched for was, where did it just go here? Let me exit this. Was, it's not on there anymore. There was a zoo, anyways, that popped up. So what you do is you go over to your Instagram and you type in, Edinburgh Zoo was what it was called. There was also South Lakes Safari Zoo or Cripplegate Park. Chester Zoo was a big one. But when you type in and search and click on places, it pops up all the people that were at the Chester Zoo, posted on Instagram and tagged Chester Zoo or tagged the location, okay? So when I was searching hashtags, I was having a hard time knowing whether it was taking me way too long trying to find people that were in the UK, that were not travelers, that were, from not all over any other place in the world. But when I did by location, it brought up like my people, right? There were kids, there were animals, there were families. And I went on and I started to 531 them. And what 531 is Shailene Johnson's method on Instagram, where you like 5 of their posts, you comment on 3 of them, and then you follow them. So that's the 531 method. So if I literally have just made it my goal to do that for 10 people every single day in the UK. Okay. Beautiful part is with this location method, you can do it in Canada. You can do it in the US. Like you can literally start to find your people on Instagram just through doing that, because I was having a way too hard of a time just using hashtags. Maybe you're hashtags and you're really, really good at hashtags, but I'm not. So I'm not very creative with them. So the location is working like dynamite for me. It's way easier. So You know, think of like, don't think, just go over to Google Maps or Google and try and find different places in United K. Like think of here where you would go, like a spa, maybe a popular spa or a theater or some sort of like amusement park or any of that sort of stuff. You can do the location. So that's one place to find prospects, okay? As you're finding these prospects, guys, this is what I'm doing. I'm writing the names down on a piece of paper. And then when I write the names down, I'm just writing like 1 to 10, and I find my 10. And then as they follow me back, I'm highlighting them. So then I know, like, at least at some point in this week, I need to go back and engage with them on Instagram, like go back to their account and just like on their stuff or comment on their stuff, is what I'm doing, because then I can invite them to like a free group. I can invite them to our webinar, which we're going to get into. You know, send them, I'll chat about that. I'm not going to get into that just yet. Okay, second thing, Facebook. Where do you find prospects on Facebook for the UK? Facebook groups, like anything UK related, like search it out on Facebook, find some groups that you can join that are related to your avatar. You know, if you're a military wife, you know, go in there, find some UK military moms that, you know, their sign up fee is waived, but I personally wouldn't do that because I'm not a military wife or, you know, but you can find like mom groups, you can find different, if you're into like running clubs, that sort of stuff. Search those groups out on Facebook for the UK, and then just join them and start to find people. Don't overthink it. When you post in there and people like on your posts, just honestly friend request them. Don't overthink it. Just shoot them a friend request. They're either going to accept or they're not. But if they do, they're in your market, right? Ask for referrals. So if you have people on your Facebook, like go to your Facebook, make sure you're announcing that your business, even if you haven't really ran a challenge group yet or anything, nobody knows that. Just make a post, put you on it, and just announce that your business is expanding to the UK and you're looking for people who are on your Facebook page that are from the UK, because people who are following you might know people in the UK and they might tag people in your post, right? So make sure that you're doing a post like this maybe once a week at minimum, so that, because they're in different time zone than us, so you want to make sure that you're hitting different times in their day as well, right? Facebook ads is another one. If you have a like page, which I always suggest setting up within the first 3 months, if you have a like page, you can shoot me a message. I mean, plain and simple, you can easily create an ad on Facebook and target it to the UK. So if you want to know specifics on how to do that, I can show you. You can go over to my YouTube channel, and I have videos on there with like page training and how to run some Facebook ads specifically to the UK. If you have a blog or a website, create like a page, like something where you're announcing that you are opening and expanding to the UK. You can give all the details, and then you can attach a form at the end of it where you request information. That's a little bit more in depth. If you want info on that, I can give it to you, or you can just hit up YouTube. YouTube has tons of stuff on that sort of stuff. Operation BFF, that's what we're going to call it, guys. Basically, we want to go out there and you just want to become BFFs. The people that are following you back, the people that are accepting your friends' requests, you just want to become new BFFs with them. Virtual BFFs, right? Get them into your market, get them interested in what you're doing, and then naturally, it's going to progress from there. So does anybody have any questions about how to find prospects, or was that pretty straightforward? This kind of goes hand in hand for like anywhere, whether it's a UK launch or not. This is just something you can practice. Like, this is how I find my people, basically. Okay, so let's go back to game plan. All right, so number 1, application form. So having a UK application form that you're going to use, you can use Google Forms or Wufoo. If you don't know how to create those, just hit up YouTube, watch a little tutorial on it, and create a form. I have a coach form that I use. Would I do anything specific to UK? The only thing different you might do is, no, actually not really. Basically, I think I do need to change my form, because at the bottom, I want to know their location, where they're from, because I'm just thinking this over in my head. I think it would be pretty general because all you want to know is their fitness, right? Or if they've worked with a coach, that sort of stuff. It's pretty general, I feel like. But having a form that you can pop at the end of posts, I feel like is key. I keep it in my notes, and then I just copy and paste it into posts where I kind of see fit, where you're doing kind of call to actions, and you ask them to, fill out the application form below if they want more information. And then you can email them back and forth. Get prospects into a challenge group. So you can run a free group with people from the UK using Beachbody On Demand, and this is the link right here that you send them. Will they be assigned to you as their coach? No, because that isn't available yet. But come the 21st, when we launch, if you've built the relationship with them, then they will sign up with you, right? It'll just be a natural progression. But if you get them results, then naturally it's just good. They're going to join your challenge group. They're going to sign up as a coach then. But they'll have free streaming access with Beachbody On Demand for 30 days. And on the 30th day, they will be charged. And then it'll be quarterly going forward. But we're launching before that. So they're going to want to be in your challenge group. Invite to webinar. So here is what I'm going to be doing, guys. I'm going to be hosting in our That Coach Life, or I might even just do it on my live page. I'll let you guys know, but starting next week, I'm going to be hosting a webinar weekly. And I'm doing this because we're leading up to the launch of the UK, and I want to make sure that we have maximum marketing, I guess is what you could call it. So you guys are welcome to invite to it. If you want to host it with me, by all means, let's join forces and we'll just do a Zoom call, or we can do a Be Live, which is where we go live simultaneously on our Facebook pages or in an event together and talk about coaching. But that's my plan, is every week going forward is what I will be doing, and I'll be advertising it and doing a live webinar to share about coaching. And so naturally, after you have them in the webinar, then add them to our team. By no means do they have to sign up before the 21st. Well, they can't, but add them to our team so they get a good feeling of our vibe, our tribe. We can embrace them, we can welcome them, we can get them excited for the launch, and really gear up for this. So guys, that's kind of my game plan. That's kind of what I've dug into and what I've come up with for this launch into the UK. And of course, my motto is always just jump, you'll grow wings on the way down, and imperfect action is better than no action. There's no perfect way to do this business. The only wrong way is to do nothing at all, and that's going to leave you kind of stagnant and sitting right where you are. So it's better to take action and not really know what you're doing and how this is going to work out. If there's one thing that I've learned in this business, is there is no plan. There is nothing that's going to say A, B, and C is going to get you to D. It's just taking action, and nobody, you don't really know what's going to come of it, but some action is better than no action. So does anybody have any questions at all? No?
I do.
Sure.
So I'm currently speaking to someone about the opportunity for the workouts. She's a mom and whatever. We've had some good talks. And I said, if you want some more information, I can let you know. And she said, yeah, that would be great. And then I stopped because I wasn't totally sure how much, or I just really wasn't sure how I should proceed. So I wanted to hear tonight. So I guess, what are your thoughts?
My thoughts are get her to a webinar or get her in That Coach Life. So I'm going to clear out That Coach Life of the videos that are in there right now. And then I'll be going live in there. And I'm just going to, instead of doing 4 or 5 videos, I'm just going to do one that they watch. Here's all the information. I'm going to talk to you about it, how it's going to work. And then I'll mention our team. I'll mention your name as well. I can do that if you've got people in there. You're welcome to go in there and share your story too.
Okay. Is this just this is still just coaching on that page?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah, but that's my thing, is we want to get the information in front of as many people as possible.
Yeah. Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. Anybody else? No? Do people feel comfortable, like you have a bit of an understanding of kind of how to get the ball rolling with the UK launch? You can just raise your hand. Yeah.
Can I share with you what my thoughts are?
Absolutely.
I think I'm going to do it. I don't have all the details because that's just some thoughts in my mind, but I think it's going to be called the British Invasion. So it is a fun, free group. It's for North Americans as well as UK, and it's going to be filled with so British people love trivia. They love going to pub nights and trivia, so it's going to be tons of trivia about British singers, British movies, British whatever. I love anything to do with Britain, so this is totally my thing. So I'm pretty pumped.
You're gonna kill it.
Yeah.
You're gonna kill this. I can totally see you actually just taking all this and running with it.
I hope.
Feel free to run your own webinars, like to open your own That Coach Life and start popping people in there and going live and sharing about the business opportunity. As scary as SHIT, if it gets up. But once you start to do it, you just roll with it. I think, Andrea, you did one. You've got yours going, right? Your coaching sneak peek. Yep. And I know Shauna.
Yeah, the first week of every month.
Yeah. And I know Shauna opened hers as well. And she's doing hers. So yeah, I could totally see you, Glenda, just diving in and going for it. I'm gonna give you the nudge. You can do it. You can do it.
Now, I had a quick question. I just wanted to make sure, like, if we were to try to engage with them, I don't want to, like, kind of sound too pushy, if that's, like, I don't want to, like, run them off and then be like, okay, this girl's just liking my stuff or whatever, just to try and reel me in type of thing.
Mm-hmm. And I think
so I was just seeing
sometimes we just overthink it, right? We tend to go to like the everything that could go wrong possibility, or we think of, because I used to do that too. I used to be like, oh my gosh, I don't want to scare this person off, right? But generally speaking, my experience is, for the most part, I've never actually had anybody come out and say anything like that. Generally speaking, for the most part, most people that I start engaging with, or I start liking with, or commenting and that sort of stuff, come and join my free groups, and then they come and they end up a challenger, and it just takes time. But as long as you're just posting on your social media and sharing, your life and quality content and adding value, they're going to be interested in following. If anybody's spamming or posting any sort of like 21-day fix or anything Beachbody or that sort of stuff, then I find they're like, ugh, no thanks, and they're kind of turned off about it. But generally, they're going to want to follow your journey. They're going to want to see what you're doing, right? So I've also learned that you can't say the wrong thing to the right person either. They're either going to be on board and it's their time, or it's not their time and they'll be back. It's kind of like planting seeds. Like always think of like harvest season, right? So, the farmers are out there, they're planting the seeds, they're watering the seeds, and then they have to harvest their crop, right? So generally we relate building relationships and all that sort of stuff to a similar thing. Like you're planting seeds when you're inviting or when you're talking to people, and you're building relationships. It's just planting those seeds, and then you'll reap your harvest. So does that make sense a little bit?
Yeah, I just didn't know exactly, I just didn't want to sound too pushy, because I know I used to be with another company and that's kind of like what they were all about. So I was like, I didn't like, once I got out of that company, to kind of, go back, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I don't like when I get random messages for something and I'm just like, okay, well, did you ask me? Did you do anything like that? So that's why I was just like, okay, how do I kind of go about it the right way so it doesn't seem
Yeah.
as if
Yeah, and I know exactly what you mean, because we do not want to be like that either. I feel like that's what sets Beachbody apart, is we're authentic. We're all about building the relationship and not just spamming people for sales, right? So liking and commenting is like the key thing here. So with people that are on your Facebook or with Instagram, and then and engaging with them. That's pretty much the basis of building your business, because then if you're sharing your journey and you're posting about free groups, the rest will come. They'll be watching, they'll be seeing what you're doing, and then you'll reap your harvest, basically. But the unsexy stuff of building the business is the liking and the commenting, is the stuff that takes the most time, but it's probably the key piece, that and posting on your social media. But definitely don't take like a script and just blast it out over to everybody on your friends list and stuff like that. But for the most part, if you're authentic about it and you're just liking and commenting, like, people will begin to know, like, and trust you, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Also, when you're commenting, like say you're on Instagram and you comment on someone, and it's just an innocent comment like, I love the dress you're wearing, where'd you get that? Instagram knows now that you are friends, and so they'll start putting your posts in their feed more often, so that they see your stuff more often, and then they'll want to follow you because you're awesome. So just keep commenting so that Facebook and Instagram put your stuff in their face.
Yeah.
All right.
Nailed it. Yeah. And if you have any more questions, like, totally hit the team page up and we'll definitely help you. Good stuff.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Does anybody else have any other questions? We are going to take over the UK. We are going to have a serious launch, guys. I'm excited about this. So yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to let you guys go because we're going to hit the 30-minute mark here. We're going to get cut off shortly. So I wanted to jump into all that and share that stuff. I'll pop up the team call in the page so that anybody can go back and take a peek through all this information. And if you have any questions about kind of where to put people, what to do, just comment in the team page and we'll be in there answering for sure. But basically, let's just go out, build some new BFFs, and let them know that this amazing opportunity exists. So yeah, I should mention one more thing before we go. So when you get to the point where, like, they follow you back and you see them liking on your stuff, that's your opportunity. They've become a warm market person now because they've seen your posts, that they're watching. That's when you can message them. And don't send them with like a script like hey girl, just wanted to let you know, right? Make it authentic. Talk like you, right? Like, totally could be like, Glenda, I love your hair. Oh my goodness, I wanted to let you know about this awesome opportunity that's opening up in the UK. We're hosting a webinar tonight and I just wanted to send you the link if you're interested in hopping on. Send link. They don't even have to respond, right? They can just hop on the webinar and see how awesome we are and join, right? So yeah, I want to share that with you guys. As soon as they come into your market, they're now a warm market person. Full opportunity to go in there and let them know, okay? There's our warning just popped up. Okay, guys, thank you so much for hopping on, and I'm excited about this. I'm so excited for the UK launch. Now that I understand it and I know exactly what we're doing and where we're going with this, guys, we've got like less than a month. We're going to kill it here, okay? Have an epic night, everybody. We'll chat to you guys later.